How much do you bench? That question has been the science scouter of strength among gym members for a long time. But in reality, strength does not appear to be that simple, because pushing weight in bench press is not the same as controlling the body in push-ups. So the question is, which exercise truly builds strength that matters? Push-ups or the bench press? Today, we're comparing both exercises through 5 measures. By the end, you'll discover which exercise truly builds strength that lasts and how. Focus until the end. 1. Movement pattern and biomechanics. At first glance, push-ups and the bench press appear almost identical. Both are horizontal pressing movements that involve elbow extension, shoulder flexion, and strong activation of the chest, shoulders, and triceps. But when looking at the biomechanics, things are different. The bench press places the body in a highly controlled environment where stability is largely provided. Supported back, planted feet, and the bar follows a fixed path dictated by grip width and joint angles. This setup allows the nervous system to focus almost entirely on pure force production, making it ideal for lifting maximal loads. And the movement isolates pressing strength by minimizing the need for balance and postural control. The push-up, on the other hand, turns the body into the resistance. Every repetition demands active coordination between the core and limbs. Force is not simply produced. It must be controlled, transferred, and expressed through the entire body, which makes the push-ups not merely a chest exercise but a full body strength skill. 2. Muscle activation. When push-ups are properly loaded through slower tempo, elevated feet, or external resistance, activation of the chest and triceps can match or even exceed that of the bench press. This happens because push-ups eliminate shortcuts. In the bench press, the movement includes brief mechanical advantages. At the top of the lift, the elbows lock out and tension partially dissipates. At the bottom, the bench provides support, and momentum can assist the transition. These small relaxation zones reduce continuous muscular demand, especially when form is not strict. Push-ups remove those escape points. Every inch of the movement requires active control, creating continuous tension, not only in the chest and triceps, but across the entire kinetic chain. 3. Strength. Max strength versus functional strength. This is where most of the confusion around push-ups and bench press begins, because people use the word strength as if it means only one thing. It doesn't. The bench press develops maximal pressing strength. It trains the nervous system to generate high levels of force against an external load. Because the movement is highly stable and mechanically efficient, the brain can focus on recruiting as many motor units as possible in the chest, shoulders, and triceps, leading to high neurological output and impressive numbers on the bar. If your goal is to move the heaviest possible weight in a controlled environment, the bench press is clearly superior. There is no debate there. But strength does not end with maximal force production. Push-ups develop relative strength, the ability to control and move your own body through space. This type of strength is deeply tied to structural integrity. Every repetition reinforces alignment at the shoulders, spine, hips, and elbows. A man who can perform 50 strict push-ups with full control, 20 clean decline push-ups, and explosive push-ups without losing posture is demonstrating strength that transfers. That strength shows up in athletics, combat sports, manual work, and real-life movement. It reflects physical mastery. Bench press strength does not always carry over outside the gym. The bench press proves how much you can push. Push-ups prove how well you can use your strength, and that distinction matters. But one more advantage of the bench press must be acknowledged. For complete beginners, especially those who cannot yet perform a single strict push-up, the bench press provides an accessible entry point into pressing strength, because external load can be reduced below body weight, and that is actually a powerful point. 4. Hypertrophy. Muscle growth does not depend on a specific exercise. Hypertrophy is driven by mechanical tension, sufficient time under tension, consistent progressive overload, and proper recovery. The bench press makes hypertrophy simple. External loading is easy to adjust. This straightforward progression is why the bench press has long been a staple in bodybuilding. On the other hand, when push-ups are intelligently advanced, they can produce hypertrophic stimulus comparable to loaded pressing, slowing the tempo, paused repetitions, weighted push-ups, and one-arm progressions. In all of these cases, the muscles experience the same fundamental signal, so the key difference is the method of progression. Bench press progression is obvious and linear. Push-up progression is technical and demands intention. But physiologically, the muscle cannot distinguish between a barbell and body weight. Muscle knows tension, and when tension is applied progressively and recovered from properly, growth follows, regardless of the tool used. 5. Athletic and real-world power. In real life, strength is rarely expressed lying flat on a bench. It is expressed through interaction with the environment. Push-ups teach ground force production, core-to-limb power transfer, and full-body coordination. This is why they remain a foundation across performance-based disciplines. Fighters rely on them for explosive pushing and structural resilience. Soldiers use them to build strength under fatigue and limited equipment. And calisthenics elites treat them as a primary strength skill. So which one is better? The real question is, what type of strength do you want? Want maximum pressing numbers? Do bench press. Want durable, athletic, real-world strength? Then go ahead and do push-ups. Want muscle plus longevity and control? Again, do push-ups but with progression. Want maximal hypertrophy potential? Combine both. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. See you next one. Salute.